Hello everyone, it's Patricia and welcome to my channel. Today it's Tester Tuesday and it's my favorite day of the week because I get to discuss 2 fragrances with you from the Scentsy collection, and it's ones that you guys have collectively voted on, so it's ones that at least my viewers want to see and hear about. So at the end of the video I will draw 6 scents and you can vote for two more scents and we'll do it again the next week. Now speaking of next week, this video is going to post on December 18th, and guess what the following Tuesday is? Christmas. And then the following Tuesday after that is New Year's. And I toyed about whether or not we were going to do Tester Tuesday, and I thought, no, we'll still do it. But we're going to do 2 things a little bit different, and it's mainly going to just be for my ease of melting, I guess. For you guys, what I thought was, instead of just voting on Tuesday, which we normally do, I'm going to get you to vote on Tuesday and Wednesday, so December 25th and 26th. That way, because most people would be quite busy and probably not get a chance to check YouTube very often. But that way, just give you an extra day to vote. And it doesn't even matter if we get very many votes. We'll just do it for continuity's sake. And then the other thing I'm going to do a tiny bit different is I'll probably just pick smaller bundles to melt. Just because sometimes it's harder for me to melt big bundles if I have fewer days. So yes, Christmas Day and New Year's Day, there will still be Tester Tuesdays, but instead you'll get an extra bonus day to vote. Okay? So let's get into this week's 2 scents. In top place, and I happen to have bars of both. In top place, we have the beautiful dark red wax of Apple S'mores. That had 32% of the vote, and this is a retired scent, but is coming back and bring back my bar in January. And in second place with 21% of the vote, a nice white wax with a beautiful maroon front, or I guess it would be like wine colored front, is Satin Sheets. And this is a really pretty design, I find. And that's, like I said, a white wax. So the order of voting, in case you are curious, it was Apple S'mores, followed by Satin Sheets, Painted Leaves, Forest Wildflowers, Aloe Water and Cucumber, and in last place, Christmas Cottage. Now, Christmas Cottage might have been in the last place because I kind of did a mini review in the brick section. So if you're curious about Christmas Cottage, you can go over to that video and about the bricks and the Huga collection. But let's get into today's top place scent. Apple S'mores. So this was a scent that was available annually. It was in the Corner Cafe section, but it recently retired in spring and summer of 2017. So it was in, like I said, the Corner Cafe section. For this, these are the testers I used all together this week for both scents, quite a few. This one I had 8 testers, quite a bit. 3 large and 5 minis, which is roughly 5 cubes. So strength on cold for Apple S'mores is medium to strong, I would say. This is not my first time warming this. I've recently warmed this scent. So I thought 5 cubes. I didn't quite use all the testers. I used roughly the equivalent of 4 cubes and put it downstairs in my big open area. Let me read you the scent description. It says, apples, cinnamon glaze, and a drop of coconut milk lend a tantalizing twist to classic toasted marshmallow, vanilla cream, and warm cedar wood. So a little bit of a long one with lots of scent notes, but what do I get on cold? And yes, I'm going to have to open and close the clams. We're just going to go with it. Okay, so I kind of get an apple, a deep apple, that is a little bit, almost like it has a candied twist, very slight. I think what it is it's the marshmallow that's lending that sweetness and the candy kind of vibe. You get that toastiness, a little bit of toastiness. I'm not sure if I can get in coconut milk and vanilla cream, but I definitely get like a deep woodsy note, which is the cedar wood. So yeah, I would say strong apple presence, tiny bit of a candied vibe with that marshmallow and cedar wood. Those are the main things I get on cold. Fragrance appeal on cold for me is probably about 8.5 out of 10. I've had this scent for a while and I've never warmed it. I mean, I smelled it, I liked it, and I just kind of put it in the back of the cabinet. The Scentsy cupboard right here. So recently when Bring Back My Bar was coming out, and I actually got a brick too in the one of the flash sales. And I was so excited to get a brick in it, but I still didn't warm it. So then it came back to the Bring Back My Bar voting. And I thought, I'm going to vote for that because it's probably something I like. I do like a lot of apple scents. Then it made it in, and I was really happy. I think it was like on the last position of the Bring Back My Bar, so I was like, okay, it made it in. My voting maybe actually had an impact. So I decided to warm it because what I thought was I'm going to warm the scents that are coming up, and that way I won't have as much warming to do because I like to warm all the Bring Back My Bar scents for you guys so I can give you feedback. It's important to kind of know a little bit about how they're going to perform, things like that, so you can make informed decisions, right? So I put it in the warmer a while back. And I would say fragrance appeal on warm is 10 out of 10. This scent, I think it might even be my favorite Scentsy scent. I love this. Love it. Love it. It's the only scent that I put in the warmer, and as soon as it ran out, I put it in the warmer again. I'm a geek, and I have a system of how I use up all different categories of scents. I'm probably not going to ever share it because it's kind of a geeky system, but I like to do it so I can kind of shop my stash and, you know, warm everything. But as soon as this one was over, I put it in the warmer again. So I was really excited when you guys picked this because I really wanted to talk about it. It's a great, great scent. So when you put it in the warmer, strength and throw down in my open concept space is probably 8 out of 10 with this Tester Tuesday testing. Now, when I actually used my bar cubes, it seemed like it was like 9 out of 10. So I'm really not sure sometimes with the testers. I'm kind of wondering if people rubbing them and things like that takes away some of the oils. I have no idea. I've noticed there was another scent recently that it didn't seem as strong in the testers as it did in the bar. But yeah, I would say between 8 and 9 out of 10 down in my big open area, which is a challenging area. It does well here in my bedroom. I just love it. So over the course of 3 days, I left it in 22 hours. Now, what happens with this scent I find is after a while the strength is still there, but it doesn't seem to throw so well. So what I often do is I turn off the warmers, let it cool, and I transplant it into a slightly hotter warmer in my bedroom, close to where I sleep, and I get the last little bit of scent of it that way because I just love it so much. So when you're warming it, you really get that beautiful apple. It's a very strong punch of apple, but it's got like that candy marshmallow toasty vibe. It's so great. I think the coconut milk and the vanilla, they're like, again, blender scents, but they just add to the sweetness and beautifulness of this scent. I'm not going to go on and on because we'll be here all day. But yes, definite repurchase. It's SCW for me, Scentsy Club worthy. They better be getting my editing feature corrected for the Scentsy Club because if not Scentsy customer support or consultant support, I will be calling and messaging you constantly. So I suggest you get it fixed for me because I'll be adding this to my Scentsy Club. I don't want to be without this scent. It's one of those ones that I just want to keep smelling it. So again, grab your drinks because I'm going to smell it again. Makes me happy. Okay, let's move on. What a high. Okay, Satin Sheets. Where's our next scent? It's going to be hard to top that one, isn't it? Satin Sheets. This is currently available. It's in the Darling and Dashing section. They had actually removed it from the catalog fall and winter 2017 for 6 months, and I think there was a bit of an uproar. So it came back again this catalog, and it's in, like I said, Darling and Dashing. Before it had been in the romance section, so a little bit more of a feminine twist of a scent. I had a lot of testers for this. Again, these are all the testers I used up this week. I had 5 party and 5 mini for Satin Sheets. Almost a full bar, I'd say. So strength on cold is light to medium, somewhere in that vibe. Let me read you the scent description for Satin Sheets. It is sensual and earthy sandalwood, perfectly paired with rich, warm vanilla. So I would say fragrance appeal on cold is about 7 out of 10 for me, and on warm went up a little bit, 8 out of 10. I have warmed this only in tester before, just a tiny little tester, and it didn't do very well for me in the bedroom. I couldn't smell it very well. It was in my element warmer. So this time when I decided to warm some of my cubes, I wanted to make sure if I warmed it in this room, I would warm it in a bulb warmer so I could see if it did a little bit better in a bulb warmer. So on cold, I find it's a pretty basic scent. You get like a nice blend of the vanilla and the sandalwood. And sandalwood gives it a slight perfumey characteristic. Like a little bit of a musky sweetness. In the warmer, it just blossoms a bit, kind of brightens up a little bit and fills the room. It's not an extreme heavy hitter for me. So what I did was I put it in 3 spots, and I'm just going to quickly go over how each spot did. So downstairs in my son's room, I left it in 44 hours over 4 days, and the strength and throw there was the best out of any location. I would say almost 7.5 out of 10. Now that area is on our bottom level, and we do have more, like a bit more heat in the bottom level. So I'm not sure if that played into it. I also warmed it here. I left it in only 20 hours over 2 days. Strength and throw maybe 6 out of 10. I could definitely smell it better in my bulb warmer as compared to the element warmer, but it wasn't a strong presence, and I think sometimes I just kind of lose interest a little bit. And what happened was I have two warmers. I have a big warmer and a mini warmer in my bathroom. So the scent in the mini warmer still had a little bit of oomph to it, so I actually put it downstairs just to kind of warm in an evening warmer that we have going on at night, because I just figured we'd use up the scent. So it still kind of had a little bit of scent, but I just took it out. The one in my 25 watt seemed to be gone, so sometimes they don't run out at the same time, obviously. And in my daughter's room, I had it going 39 hours over 3 days, so almost the same as my son's room. Strength and throw was maybe 6.5 there, so it did a little bit better. And I think what might happen in that room is I put 2 cubes in one warmer, so maybe just a little bit better of a punch. It's harder to say, but like I said, both bedrooms up here, the strength and throw is a little bit lower than downstairs, so maybe this is a scent. Satin Sheets is a scent that you want to be aware of the temperature of your house, because if it's too cool, you might not smell it the greatest. But yeah, it's just a really nice, it reminds me of a soft, musky vanilla. It reminds me of a scent that you would smell if you were trying on bridal gowns, like something like that. Just a nice, pleasant, neutral, sophisticated background scent. I like it. I like it. So I would say fragrance appeal on warm is about 8 out of 10 with an asterisk, because sometimes I wish I could smell it a little bit more. I don't think I would try this in my open concept area. I don't think I would get a great strength and throw down in that area, but for a bedroom, I think Satin Sheets is just wonderful. It also reminds me of a scent that you might smell. You know how when you walk into a hotel, sometimes it just smells really pleasant and you're not sure what it is? It might be something similar to this. So anyway, that is Satin Sheets. Came back because it's a fan favorite, and it was a pretty good scent. I have 1 bar, and I think I'll be fine with 1 bar. And Apple S'mores, probably my favorite scent, Scentsy scent. You know, obviously you're going to keep trying more, but this is definitely way up there for me. I'm not happy with just 1 bar. I will be putting it in my Scentsy club. I suggest you check it out and bring back my bar, and let me know if you like it as much as I do. Okay, I'm rambling, but let's get on to drawing. We're going to draw our scents. And again, I'm going to be cheating and just drawing smaller bags. So I'm going to be feeling around for littler bags. Okay, scent number 1. Go-Go Mango. Scent number 2, Coconut Vanilla Orchid. Scent number 3 and 4, Blackberry Meringue is scent number 3. Scent number 4 is Love and Happiness. Scent number 5. Uh-oh, I think there's like a loose tester. I'm going to grab this big bag because it's open, but it's kind of a big bag. Lucky in Love. Hopefully there's not a bunch of loose testers in there. And from our Bring Back My Bar bag, we only have 2 more weeks of this. So I will try to feel, they're both fairly small. We'll go with Jumpin Jellybean for this week. Okay, so let me review. Go-Go Mango, Coconut Vanilla Orchid, Blackberry Meringue, Love and Happiness, Lucky in Love, and Jumpin Jellybean for your Bring Back My Bar option. 2 votes each in the comment section below. If you cannot vote here, you can find me on Instagram. I will put my link right now. Look me up and vote. Now that Tester Tuesday post usually goes up a little bit later than this video uploads. So, yeah. So I will see you Christmas Day. Actually, I will film it ahead of Christmas Day, but anyway, I will try to dress festive for that video. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great holiday season as we rev into that busy time of the year. And a lot of people are off, so I know you're going to be melting lots and lots of Scentsy and maybe other things. Let me know what you're melting and what you're looking forward to coming up and Bring Back My Bar. As always, thanks for spending the last 15 minutes with me. A little bit of rambling, so not too fast today, but anyway, I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.